Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the House Witch Tarot. It is Tuesday, May 13th. Just shuffling along to see what we got going on today. I have been busy doing chores and errands, so I just wanted to make sure that I took time today to actually pull some cards. I'm kind of hoping that we get maybe a card or two that I haven't pulled recently. I feel like I get a lot of the same cards coming up, and I would love to practice like reading a card I'm not as familiar with. Or haven't pulled in a long time. But, it's all about whatever the message is going to be today, whatever Spirit has to say to everyone. So let's see what's happening here. Nothing's fallen out, so I think we're going to try pulling in just a second and going from there. Sometimes the message just isn't urgent. That's how I feel like when cards fall out, there's like an urgent message. You have to make sure that this is included in what you're going to say. And other days it's just slow and easy and like the vibe is what the vibe is, right? So let's make this the last shuffle and I'll get back to you in a second. Okay, so just as I was saying that no cards were flipping out, two ended up coming out of the deck on their own accord, which is the Four of Cups reversed followed by the Emperor. So I think what's happening here is you are finally coming to an understanding. You're finally having an aha moment, because normally when the Four of Cups is upright, this is someone who is struggling to make a decision. This is someone who literally has something being handed to them and they cannot make a decision to save their life. They're too hesitant. They are denying that they have this like ability or that good things are deserving, to come into their life. But in reverse, I feel like you're having new revelations, right? There's new people or something and you're like, yes, let's go. And I say that because the Emperor has also followed it, which is like very stable. This is someone who truly like has a vision and knows how to act on it. And then I also noticed that Temperance was on the bottom of the deck, right? And Temperance is like a super positive sign, right? So I think that this is someone who understands balance. This is someone who has, again, I've talked about this before, kind of been putting in the work, right? But like you're being called up at this time. That's what I'm getting to, because Temperance is also represented here by like an angel or an angelic figure. And so you have been doing all this work, you've been making decisions, you're stable, you know what you want, and it's all starting to kind of come together, right? Like this part where they're mixing water in the two cups, that's like alchemy, right? So you're mixing back and forth, you're making decisions, this one, that one, changing budgets, whatever, new materials, new people, and it's all finally working out. So I think for anyone who has been like on the fence about something or like is unsure, I think that there are a lot of you who are just now having that turned on their heads, and in like the best way possible. And I think some of that's coming from maybe your full moon affirmations from yesterday. Some of that's coming just from the shifts that we've been seeing in the cosmos, and there's still more happening this month. And so with all of that, as you've been putting your best foot forward and, I don't know, washing your hair more or like, getting that new outfit and put yourself out there into the world, like it's finally being drawn into you because the world is now being attracted back to the energy that you're putting out. And so I want all of you to know that good things are happening and that this is exactly what you should be doing. And I think that you have to remember, even when there are bumps along the way, or maybe something didn't work out the way that you thought it was going to, does not mean that it's wrong. Does not mean that you are on the wrong path. You are absolutely where you're supposed to be and doing the things that you're supposed to do. So just keep moving forward, keep doing the things that you are already doing, keep making strong decisions, and just keep mixing it up, because I think all that change, I think that mindset shift, maybe you physically changed your environment, whether that's like deep cleaning or a new paint job, or like you've literally moved from one apartment to another, or from one city to another, that all of that is changing and mixing it up for you. And that's exactly what you should be doing, is just keep it going, keep it moving, right? I promise that it is all meant to be for you at this time. So do that what you will, guys, like I always say, and I will talk to you tomorrow.